Hi everyone, this is Aisha Sarwari and this is another episode of Conversations at Jazz. We're here with two special guests, Sade Harem and Badar Khushnood, whose bios you see underneath. Badar, I'll start with you. You have been in the ICT industry when people had no clue that this was a growing industry. In fact, you were sort of like a lone ranger, going out there telling people this is the next big thing. Give us a snapshot of, say, 1999, 2000, when you would go to a government office and you tell them that the internet, the web, and basically digital is a beast. What would they say to you?
My first formal journey started with Google back in 2006. And that's where I started to understand that digital is big, because I could see the global change and I could see that we haven't adapted or adopted both of here in Pakistan. And wherever I went, I was not encouraged much.
Sadia, I'll come to you. When we're talking about that convergence, how does that impact your work, particularly when it comes to transforming, the customer service industry? And I think what do we call it? Customer obsession?
Customer obsession is one of the values that we live by at Jazz. So Aisha, I think not only Jazz but all the businesses have to be cognizant of the fact that the life of the customer has changed a lot in the last 1 decade. Over the last few years, we have focused, and in the last few months, our focus has become even more sharp in terms of being where the customers are. Instead of forcing them to find us at our terms, we need to now adapt ourselves to their terms and be where they are.
What do you see in the Valley? Do you see that everything is shifting towards this, mega AI future with people hardly talking to each other?
Actually, not in that sense. I think the value of human interaction you really can't minimize. So you can automate some of the menial tasks and routine tasks, but when it comes to the emotional part, you really can't do that right now.
What are some of the things that you do personally, and what are some of the things that you would caution people about tech?
I think, Aisha, it boils down to everybody's personal choice and how much of themselves they want to put out for the world to see. But some of the fundamental activities and behaviors are already out there for everybody to track.
Why is there such a resistance to just ending paper?
Two very simple reasons. One, ignorance, and two, the will not to be transparent.
What are some of the things you would advise organizations who are resistant to change?
To me, the time frame of the change, the sincerity of the people who are making the decisions, the kind of sustainability and the sustained bandwidth for improvement in the organization, all of these factors are very, very important.
If a CEO came to you and said, I want to digitalize, we have a very archaic organization, say in textiles, how do I fix it? Money is not a problem. What would you say to them? Would you give them an opportunity cost of not doing it? And what does that look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So that opportunity cost is the first thing to talk to them. But the challenge is we need to give them a kind of a roadmap where they can eat the elephant bit by bit. Because when it comes to digitization, it does not only mean marketing digitization. It means supply chain digitization. It means HR automation. It means every process in the organization needs to be digitized.
Procurement.
Everything.
Yeah. There are 1% entrepreneurs in Pakistan that are women. Why is there such little innovation in our country when it comes to women?
Yeah, this is a very, very difficult question to answer, because I think there are so many factors that have led us to be in the state that we are in. The society that we live in, the way the corporate organizations have evolved over the last few years, over the last few decades rather, all of this leads to the situation that we are in.
Badar, who are your favorite people, your heroes? It could be family, because to have started off that early in Pakistan, at the largest organizations globally, there had to be some people in your life that were extraordinary. Who are those people?
Very honestly, I'm a person who goes with the flow. Getting into the space was very, I would say, accidental. And I think I learned it from some of my very early managers. I still believe going with the flow disappoints you less. And in today's world, there are so many external factors that if whatever you think, you should certainly have plans, dreams and everything, but practically going with the flow eases your path.
Sadia, your life has been extraordinary. Who are your heroes and who are the people who have given you strength in life?
I wouldn't name names. And I don't think that, you know, I have found or ever come across somebody who is a perfect person to emulate or to, you know, follow. To me, I don't compare myself with others. I don't have external benchmarks. I have internal benchmarks. I don't have any one person I can say who is my role model.
So Sadia, Badar, thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you,
today.
Aisha,
Thank
for
you for
having us.
watching,
Exactly.
and I hope you enjoyed the show, and keep watching. Thank you.
दुनिया को बता दो.